Hey there, everybody. I'm King 5 meteorologist Leah Pezzetti. Happy Saturday. Happy August 1st. Happy Seafair weekend. We are off to a cloudy start, but we will see some very lovely conditions into the afternoon. So big headlines for today. We are keeping an eye on a few isolated spotty showers, not just Saturday, but also into Sunday morning as well. Overall, though, most of us will see beautiful, mild conditions, partly cloudy for a majority of areas as we head into Saturday afternoon. However, one of the biggest things that I'm keeping an eye on, not necessarily for western Washington, but central and eastern Washington, is going to be gusty wind picking up, and that is leading to an extremely elevated risk for fire. So the big picture, I'll show you what's going on here. We have this low pressure system that is rotating through. You can kind of see the center of it here off to the northwest over the Pacific right now. It's not doing much as far as rain is concerned. As we zoom it in and take a look at where the rain has been as of Saturday morning, definitely brought a couple sprinkles to the coast, and you can see that as it tracks in, it's fizzling out. So it's not a lot of precipitation. So as far as rain is concerned for Saturday, it's not a ton. We'll walk you through that future cast of rain in just a moment, but what I want to show you is the biggest impact from this front. Because it doesn't have a lot of rain, but it's still strong as far as wind is concerned, we are keeping an eye on elevated risks for fires, fire starts, fire spreading. So take a look at this along the northwest. Everywhere in this hot pink is under a red flag warning. That means an elevated risk for fires. Should they start, they will spread. So in Washington, this is our central Washington and then into eastern Washington under this alert. It's because it's going to be warm, dry, and windy. We're talking about gusts mostly up to 40 miles per hour, but in some spots up to 50 miles per hour. Also dry air, those low relative humidities getting down into the teens into the afternoon and evening. So should fires start, not only will they have an elevated risk for starting, but spreading as well. That wind will just fan those flames. So spreading is going to be one of the biggest concerns. These are in place through our Saturday evening hours. That's as that front moves through. I do want to also take you to Spokane. The National Weather Service out of Spokane has declared this a particularly dangerous situation, a PDS. We say red flag warning oftentimes in the summer months. We don't want it to be a boy who cried wolf situation and you say, yeah, we see this anytime we see wind picking up. This situation is different from others. It has the extra level of danger, extra level that we want everybody to pay attention to this. Please do everything you can to make sure fires don't start. Let's talk about the precipitation. There is a little bit, but it's not quite beneficial. It's just sprinkles out and about. So as we head into our later Saturday morning hours, this is 10 a.m. here, some of those isolated showers down around South Sound up to the north as well. But the thing about the rain on Saturday is as quickly as it starts, it's going to stop and it's going to stay light in nature. It's not heavy rain, it's not widespread, it's not a downpour, and it's not an all-day event. This is lunchtime on Saturday. It pushes off to the east. We'll see those showers moving over the Cascades, the Cascade foothills. Still a couple isolated showers are possible for Puget Sound lowlands, but overall, once that front passes through, it's not going to do too much as far as rain is concerned. Then we get you into Saturday afternoon. This is 3:30 here. Same thing, a few isolated showers. They're very light in nature. Saturday evening at 6 p.m. here, same thing, but we're starting to fizzle out at this point. Sunday, we do have a few isolated showers that pick up during our daytime hours. Same thing as Saturday, but it does look like by Sunday evening will dry out. So if you're looking for a window of opportunity to do things in the great outdoors, your afternoon hours are going to be better Saturday, but then definitely into Sunday. It'll be more dry by then. Let's take a look at that wind futurecast. So that's, like I mentioned, one of the biggest things that we're watching. As we head into Saturday afternoon and evening, that's when it's going to be the worst. So especially you can see the Cascades and off to the east, those gusts up to 40 miles per hour. And like I said, isolated spots getting closer to 50 miles per hour. Let's talk temperatures. Western Washington on the cooler side, actually. We actually hit 84 degrees on Friday, so a nice warm day, 5 degrees warmer than that seasonal average of 79 degrees. Thankfully, very far off from the daily record of 95 degrees. No rain in the gauge yesterday. We'll see if we get anything in the gauge today. If we get anything, I would expect it to be no more than a few hundredths. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if Mother Nature laughed at us and said, here's 1/100th of an inch of rain. That is technically considered a rainy day if we get that. Here's a look at your highs for Saturday, 60s into the 70s. So you will likely feel the cool down compared to Friday. Friday, we definitely cranked that heat up, bringing us into the 80s. We'll see a good 10 degrees of cooling into Saturday. So it'll be fairly nice out. And of course, like I said, Seafair Saturday, 3:30 p.m. is when we're going to see the Blue Angels flying overhead. And it does look like we'll see some nice conditions at that point. So should be a beautiful day for that. A couple showers still out and about. And then of course Sunday, and they're flying ahead over one more time, 3:30 again on Sunday. Same thing, partly cloudy skies, temperatures into the 60s and 70s. Highs for your Sunday, very similar to Saturday. No big changes day to day. 60s into the 70s are expected. And then we're going to warm things up. We are going to see a pretty significant warm up starting Monday. Monday brings us back to normal though. Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to warm to at least 5, closer to 10 degrees warmer than seasonal average for this time of the year. And we'll continue that warm up into midweek. Looks like midweek is when we have those 80s and near 90 expected. Dry, sunny, warm at that point. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to keep an eye on some haze moving into the region. Fires in eastern Washington, we could see that smoke moving east. So we'll keep an eye on that as we head into midweek, but it does look like that warming trend is back. So enjoy these honestly pretty comfortable, mild conditions for this upcoming weekend.